Okay, guys, gals, the Northwest Ordinance, okay, also known as the Ordinance of 1787. What was it? If you remember from class, it was a plan for statehood. But in what area? What is the unsettled territory or unsettled part of the United States when the Articles of Confederation governed the nation? If we come over here to our map, we'll see that the Northwest Territory was the land north of the Ohio River. So we're looking at Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, and east of the Mississippi River. So what area are we talking about? We're talking about the northwest corner of the country. The northwest corner isn't way over here like it is today, because remember, the dividing line between the United States and Spain was the Mississippi River. So all this over here belonged to Spain. The Northwest Territory was in the northwest corner of the country at the time. It was in this area. It consisted of all the land north of the Ohio River and all the land east of the Mississippi River. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan were carved out of this Northwest Territory, and they all became states. Once a state had 60,000 people in it, or a territory, once a territory had 60,000 people in it, it could apply for statehood. That's not that many people. 60 towns the size of Wayne, Ohio, would be enough, roughly, for 60,000 people. You take Michigan Stadium, it seats 110, 113,000 people. You fill that halfway up, that's all the people it would take in order to create a state. This is where the Northwest Territory was, and this is how many people that were needed in order to create a state. Now let's go back over here to the bulletin board so we can talk about the Constitution that governed the Northwest Territory, because it was extremely progressive. Now that we know where the Northwest Territory was, let's talk about the Constitution that governed it. We know it was a plan for statehood, and when a state had 60,000 people, it could apply for statehood. But there was a Constitution that governed the Northwest Territory, and it was progressive. It was state-of-the-art. It was ahead of its time, because it had three things in it, very important things. It guaranteed freedom of religion. It guaranteed trial by jury. And one other very, very, very important thing. And this was the first area for this to happen and take effect. The Northwest Territory, slavery was prohibited. Slavery was prohibited in the Northwest Territory. Huge. The Articles of Confederation didn't even address these things, but yet the Articles of Confederation came up with a plan for statehood for unorganized territory, and it provided a very, very powerful constitution that protected its people.